Zane kicked open the derelict spaceship's rusted door, sending a cloud of dust swirling like a cosmic sneeze. "All right, team. Let's loot this hulk," he barked, adjusting his punk rock beret. Lila, crouched beneath a dented control panel, groaned. "This isn't a loot party, it's a salvage operation. And we're definitely not using the laser cutter on the reactor core." Tiko, perched on a crate like a caffeinated squirrel, waved a wrench in the air. "Come on, Lila. It's space. We're gonna build a spaceship. Maybe even a spaceship with a disco ball." He paused, blinking at a flickering hologram of a dancing asteroid. "Or a disco ball spaceship." Zane snorted. "We're building the Galaxion 3000. A serious vessel. No disco balls. Unless you're planning to crash land on a planet and redecorate its mayor's office." Lila facepalmed. "We're not crashing. We're exploring. Or escaping the planet's oppressive tax rates. Or testing the ship's thrusters." Boom! Tycho yelled, hurling a wrench at a panel. It sparked, igniting a smoke alarm that blared like a disco beat. Zane yanked the alarm's cord, sending it flying. "All right, that's it. We're launching." They jammed a jury-rigged engine into the ship's hull, welded a stolen plasma cannon to the roof, and strapped in. Zane revved the engine. "To the stars, baby." The ship lurched, its systems whining. A fuel line burst, drenching them in a rainbow spray. "Guys," Lila said, floating upward. The Galaxion 3000 roared skyward, its malfunctioning thrusters sending it spiraling into the cosmos. Zane laughed, Lila screamed, and Tycho cheered, waving a banana like a flag. "We did it. We're in space. Now let's party." The ship's final explosion lit up the galaxy like a cosmic 4th of July. The Galaxion 3000 slammed into the planet's surface, kicking up a dust storm of glitter and confetti. Zane yanked the ship's lever, shouting, "Landing!" Or, crashing. The ship's laser, still flickering from earlier malfunctions, pinged the ground. Lila screamed as the beam latched onto the central monument, a towering stone sculpture of a harvest god holding a glowing orb. Guys," she said, peering out the viewport. "That's not a target practice range." Tycho, who'd been busy tossing a banana at the ship's control panel, yelped and ducked as the laser erupted. The monument exploded in a shower of sparks, leaving a crater and a glowing, disco ball-shaped hole. The planet's inhabitants, a mix of squishy jelly-like aliens and towering crustacean beings, stared in stunned silence. Then, a chorus of squeaks and hisses erupted. A figure emerged from the crowd, a grumpy alien with a monocle, a tail, and a voice like a gravelly jazz saxophone. "You've ruined the Festival of Lumina," he barked, pointing at the disco ball. "That orb was sacred. Now it's glittery." Zane chuckled, oblivious. "Cool, right? Total vibe." Lila facepalmed. "We're so dead." The ruler's monocle glinted. "Revenge is a dish best served with a black hole," he muttered, vanishing in a puff of smoke. "Wait," Tycho called, waving the banana. "We can fix it. We'll replace the orb with a bigger disco ball." Lila groaned. "We're gonna die." As the ruler's forces mobilized, the teens scrambled to salvage their ship, unaware the disco ball's light was now reflecting off a nearby asteroid, setting off a chain reaction that turned the entire planet into a strobe light rave. "To the stars," Zane yelled, revving the engine. The ship lurched, leaving a trail of glitter in its wake. "Next stop, Galactic Jail," Lila sighed. Tycho grinned. "Or a party." Zane slammed the gravity manipulator's lever, grinning like a madman. "We're gonna escape this planet like it's a boring party." The device whirred to life, spewing a vortex of shimmering gravitational force. Lila groaned, gripping the edge of the cockpit. "You just turned our ship into a cosmic vacuum cleaner." Tycho, who'd been tinkering with the ship's thrusters, suddenly yelped. Guys, did we just trap a herd of sentient jellyfish in a black hole?" A translucent bubble floated above them, pulsating with bioluminescent light. Inside, a swarm of jellyfish blinked their gelatinous eyes, one wearing a tiny monocle. "Relax," Zane said, adjusting his goggles. "They're just stuck." "Stuck?" Lila facepalmed. "They're sentient. They'll demand a refund." The jellyfish bubble pulsed, and a voice echoed through the cockpit. "This is not a service." Tycho burst out laughing. "Okay, that's my favorite thing ever." The planet below erupted in alarms. The ruler's forces had activated a planet-wide lockdown, sealing every exit. Zane's ship shuddered as gravity waves rippled through the hull. We're gonna need a bigger escape plan. Lila groaned. We're already in a black hole. Literally. Hey, Tiko protested, pointing at the jellyfish bubble. They're cool. Maybe they'll help us. The jellyfish blinked in unison. We will not. We are not. We are not. Zane revved the engines, ignoring the chaos. To the stars, you magnificent disaster. The ship lurched, dragging the jellyfish bubble into the void. Lila sighed. We're gonna die? We're gonna die? We're gonna die. Tiko grinned. Or we'll start a cosmic trend. And with that, they vanished into the glittering dark, leaving a trail of jellyfish bubbles and unanswered questions. Zane yanked the thrusters, but the ship shuddered like a kicked dog. Anyone else feel like we're about to become a cosmic piñata? Lila scowled, her fingers flying over the console. This isn't a party, Zane. It's a summit. For peace. Tiko, who'd been busy attempting to juggle 3 floating balloons, snorted. Peace? I thought the whole point of a summit was to drink expensive alien wine and argue about who gets to rule the galaxy. That's way more fun. The ship lurched, skidding into a glittering hall where a giant holographic treaty document floated like a disco ball. Zane's foot slipped, and the ship's hull thunked into the document. A flash of light erupted, then a glitter storm. The diplomats screamed in unison, their monocles reflecting a rainbow haze. You've destroyed the peace treaty, bellowed a crustacean alien in a tailcoat. Now we must fight. Lila groaned, shielding her eyes. We're so dead. This is why you never crash land in diplomatic zones. Zane, meanwhile, was mid-laugh. Wait, did that just sparkle? Like literally? Tiko, already dancing in the glitter, cheered. We're starting a revolution. Or a disco era. Or both. The hall erupted into chaos. Aliens brandished laser canes and plasma cigars. Zane revved the engines. To the stars, you magnificent disaster. The ship shot skyward, leaving a trail of glitter and a galaxy-wide war. Lila sighed. We're gonna die? We're gonna die? We're gonna die. Tiko grinned. Or we'll start a cosmic trend. And with that, they vanished, leaving the diplomats to argue over whether glitter was a weapon or a fashion statement. Zane adjusted his frayed scarf, eyeing the Galaxion 3000 donation portal like it was a rigged slot machine. This is how we fix things, he declared, slapping the hologram. We're giving our ship to the Galactic Charity Coalition. For peace. Lila rolled her eyes, her neon green hair flickering with static. Yeah, because nothing says peace like a spaceship full of stolen parts. Remember the disco ball planet? Tiko, who'd been juggling a laser pointer, dropped it. Hey, that was art. We started a cosmic trend. He grinned, oblivious as a goon in a trench coat yanked him back. The charity rep, a towering alien with a monocle and a voice like gravel, clapped. The Galaxion 3000. A masterpiece of intergalactic chaos. We'll repurpose it. His eye twitched. For the greater good. Before they could protest, the ceiling collapsed, revealing a squad of syndicate goons. Sorry, folks, barked the leader, a smug alien with a cybernetic eye and a mechanical arm. We're repossessing your ship. For charity. Zane groaned. Of course. Because nothing says redemption like a criminal syndicate. Vex smirked, twirling a plasma cigar. You're not exactly a model citizen, are you? But hey, teamwork makes the dream work. He gestured to the goons. Now let's see. Who's gonna volunteer to pilot the Galaxion 3000? Lila sighed. We're so dead. Again. Tiko, already bouncing on his toes, cheered. Wait, can we join the syndicate? We're excellent at mayhem. Vex glinted. You're in. As the crew was dragged into a spaceship, Zane muttered. This is how you fix things? By teaming up with a villain? Lila groaned. Yeah. And now we're stuck in a space heist. Tiko grinned. Or a cosmic adventure. Let's go. The ship's engines roared to life, and the galaxy's next disaster began. The Galaxion 3000 screamed through the asteroid field, its engines sputtering like a caffeinated toaster. Zane clung to the control panel, his neon green scarf flapping like a disgruntled flag. Why are we still being chased? We're in a spaceship. We're supposed to be unstoppable. Lila, strapped into the co-pilot seat, groaned. Because Vex Charity includes a galactic police force that's also a fan of slapstick. Again. She gestured at the screen, where a squad of armored enforcers in tiny helmets fired laser bolts at a floating gummy bear. Tiko, bouncing in the back, cheered. Look, the asteroids are turning into candy. It's like a cosmic candy store. He leaned forward, only to get smacked by a rogue lollipop that had somehow detached from a nearby asteroid. Vex, lounging in the pilot's seat, smirked. Relax. This is just the beginning. The real fun starts when we hit the sugar rush. The ship lurched as a massive asteroid exploded behind them, showering the void with confetti-like glitter. Zane yelped. Did you just accidentally turn an asteroid into a piñata? Accidental. Vex's cybernetic eye glinted. That was strategic. Now we've got a gravity well of sugary chaos. Perfect for escaping. The Galaxion 3000 veered suddenly, sending a tidal wave of cotton candy crashing into the enforcers. Lila facepalmed. We're not escaping. We're causing a candy apocalypse. Tiko laughed maniacally. Welcome to the Galaxion 3000, where every mistake is a masterpiece. As the ship dodged another asteroid-turned fountain, Zane muttered, This is how we fix things? By making the galaxy look like a kid's birthday party. Vex shrugged. Better a kid's birthday party than a prison cell. Now, who's ready to ruin another planet? The ship shot forward, leaving a trail of rainbow mist in its wake. The ship shuddered as the cloud expanded, a pulsating mass of darkness that devoured even the faintest glint of starlight. Zane's goggles fogged up as he fumbled with the control panel. It's like a disco ball with a black hole's personality, he wailed, flinging a banana into the void. The cloud absorbed it with a sigh, as if bored. Try the disco ball, Lila shouted, hefting the glittery orb. She hurled it toward the portal, but the cloud merely stretched, engulfing the ball like a cosmic snack. That's it, she cried. We're gonna die like amateurs. Tiko, ever the wild card, grabbed a random wiring coil and chucked it in. The cloud twitched, then emitted a low, rumbling sound, like a grumpy fog machine. It's annoyed, Vex muttered, his synthetic voice cracking. This isn't a light show. It's a cosmic existential crisis. The cloud surged, tendrils snaking toward the ship. Zane yanked the throttle. We're out of here. The Galaxion 3000 lurched forward, but the cloud latched onto the hull, siphoning the ship's power. Lights flickered. We're gonna need a better plan, Lila groaned, as the cloud's darkness began to swallow the cockpit itself. Vex stared at the void, deadpan. So that's how we fix things. By making the universe literally dark. Tiko laughed maniacally. Next stop, the void of regret. The ship shuddered, and the scene dissolved into chaos. Blame the inventor. Zane barked, hurling a glitter grenade at the smug alien's lab table. The orb exploded in a rainbow shower, drenching the inventor. A scrawny, tentacled creature in a lab coat covered in sticky notes, in neon confetti. You're the cause of this cosmic disaster. The inventor sputtered, his eyes watering. I didn't mean to. Shut up, Lila snarled, yanking a syringe from her pocket. We're force-feeding you glitter until the cloud stops. She jammed the needle into his neck. Tiko giggled maniacally. Watch this. He poured a bucket of glitter over the inventor's head, triggering a chain reaction. The alien's body convulsed, glowing like a disco ball. Then boom. He erupted into a hurricane of rainbow mist, painting the ceiling in neon swirls. Vex stared, unimpressed. That was art. Great, Zane yelled, wiping glitter from his face. Now go tell the cloud we're done. The cloud, however, merely expanded, its tendrils snaking toward the ship. Lila groaned. It's not done. It's annoyed. Then we'll annoy it back, Tiko declared, grabbing a random coil of wire. He flung it into the cloud. It twitched, then belched a plume of glitter. That's how you fix a cosmic crisis, Vex deadpanned. By making it more chaotic. Zane sighed, staring at the swirling darkness. Well, at least the glitter's everywhere. They bolted, the cloud trailing behind, as the galaxy shimmered with neon despair. All right, everyone, this is it, Zane shouted, yanking a lever. The ship lurched, its thrusters flaring into a gravity-based roller coaster track that spiraled toward the black hole. Lila clung to the console, her goggles fogging as she yelled, We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Relax, Tiko giggled, tossing a banana peel into the air. This is adventure. The peel vanished into the void, replaced by a floating disco ball from Scene 2. Vex, slouched in his seat, muttered, "You've done this so much better." The ship's gravity coils whirred, creating a loop-de-loop through the black hole's maw. Zane's face went pale. "Wait, this isn't a roller coaster. It's a black hole." "Too late," Lila cried, as the ship's hull began to shimmer. "We're trapped in a time loop." Again, they blinked. The cockpit reset, exact same moment. Zane gripping the lever, Lila hyperventilating, Tiko tossing the banana peel. Vex deadpanned. "Welcome to the Galaxion 3000's version of eternal recurrence." "Can we fix it?" Zane asked, hope flickering. "Only if you promise not to repeat your mistakes," Vex said. "Too late," Tiko yelled, already hurling a glitter bomb into the black hole. The ship shuddered, the loop accelerating. Lila groaned. "We're gonna die, we're gonna die, we're gonna die." "Shut up," Zane snapped. "We're awesome at dying." The ship spiraled again, the black hole's gravity warping their reality. As the loop repeated, Tiko whispered, "Hey, does this mean we're stuck reliving Scene 8? Vex stared at the disco ball floating in the void. "Yeah, and I'm so not cleaning this up." They laughed, the sound swallowed by the black hole. Only to be reborn in the same cockpit, same chaos, same glorious stupidity. Zane slammed the ignition, sending the ship lurching forward. "We did it. No time loops. No black holes. Just normal mayhem." He spun in his seat, arms outstretched, as the disco ball spun lazily above them. Lila groaned, adjusting her goggles. "We're still in the same galaxy. The same ship. The same banana peel." She pointed at Tiko, who was currently attempting to juggle a sentient jellyfish. "Hey, it's a friend," Tiko protested, as the jellyfish squished the banana peel into a slimy blob. Vex sighed, leaning against the control panel. "You're all still terrible. But hey, at least we're finally coherent." "Coherent," Zane snorted. "We're geniuses. We fixed everything. The cloud, the glitter storm, the time loop. We're just better at breaking things now." Lila facebombed. "We didn't fix anything. We just rebooted the universe." "Again. Details," Tiko yelled, as the jellyfish blob exploded into a rainbow mist. Vex deadpanned, the galaxy's still in chaos. The cloud's still absorbing light. "And that disco ball, it's still here." Zane grinned, ignoring the chaos. But we've learned. We'll try harder next time." "Try harder," Lila muttered. "You mean repeat the same mistakes?" "Exactly," Zane cheered, revving the engines. The ship shuddered, and the cockpit flickered. Vex stared at the screen. "Wait, we're back at Scene 1. "Nah," Zane said, grinning. "We're ahead. Let's go make more chaos." The ship shot into the void, the disco ball glowing ominously. Lila groaned. "This is so not a loop." Tycho laughed. "It's perfect." And somewhere in the cosmos, a banana peel floated into the black hole, humming a tune.